What's up, Meisterville? It's your boy Buckmeister, twice the nice that you are used to. Bam! Samurai. Man, samurai, samurai, hoja. Watcha! So, yes, episode 7. 7. 3 more to go. 3 more to go. But now I'm kind of bummed a little bit. Well, one, because now we're gonna go through the episode, and as I talk about the episode, if you have not watched the episode, you should probably just go watch the episode. Go watch it. Go watch the episode. But yeah, if you have and stuff, you know already what I'm talking about. But this might not be a thing. Remember when we thought this was gonna be a thing? Might not be a thing. So we finally found out how Jack lost the sword. Man, didn't that suck? Yo, didn't that suck? Ah, like Aku, dude, you are the ultimate evil. And he was so suave about it too. He was like, "Oh yeah, don't stress out. Don't give yourself a heart attack. No way, give yourself a." I was like, man, it's not. It's like the thing with Aku, man, is that he's so suave and he's so arrogant about his evil. That's what makes him such a good villain. It's not like he's all my purpose is like I know his purpose in life is to stop Aku, but it's not like he's all, yeah, this world is mine and subjugation. Nah, 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 nah. It's because of that playful side of it that it makes it extra evil. Like it's all a game to him, really. Like the conquering of Earth, he just did it to do it. And that's that's like a villain that's really cool to me. It's not like a villain who like continuously had a purpose, but he just did it to do it, and then he rubs it in everybody's faces. And it's like, man, really? Then there's no point to it either, man. He's just, yeah, I'm here, I rule, and you all suck. So yeah, we find out that the sword, you know, yeah, the sword left him. The sword just it left him. Like it fell down a ravine after he killed those after he killed those man, that sucked. Yo, that sucked. Yo, that sucked. That sucked. That sucked. That's like bruh, and he was halfway down the time portal. Apparently, that Aku just rocks at time portals. Apparently, that he just rocks at time portals. Like, bruh, he just went in and went snatch. Nope, denied. And I was like, but Jack, for once, actually did something he should have done in the old series. He actually did something he was supposed to do in the old series, which was try and get to the time portal. Yo, it's like every fight that I've seen Jack in with Aku, he always avoids the time portal to fight Aku, and that was always one of the biggest plot holes to me. I was like, I love you, Samurai Jack, amazing kid show, but Jack, why are you jumping at the... Bruh, why you jumping at Aku? Why you jumping at Aku? Why are you jumping at Aku? Get in the time portal. Get in the time portal. Yeah, and then it turns out that Aku did destroy the last time portal. Like, yep. Ah man, it looked like Jack was gonna go Super Saiyan for a second. It looked like he was having one of those. I wanted that music to play when he was getting mad and stuff. They're gonna call SPCA on Aku now, or they're gonna call it on Jack. Anyway, that was depressing as hell when Aku summoned those monsters to fight, and I was like, oh, come on. And then he killed them, like butchered them, and I was just like, that. And then and it was the small baby sheep from the beginning, and I was just like. So then, yeah, Samurai Jack eventually starts pulling he pulls the best way I can describe it is an Avatar Aang moment. Yeah, he has that kind of moment, and then he summons a bird, and now they're on a bird, and they're flying, and yeah, that was the flashback. He was telling Ashi the story of how he lost his sword and stuff. Apparently, he realizes that the sword didn't get lost. His spirit was not in tune with the sword anymore. It wasn't righteous anymore, so the sword decided to bounce. It just decided to go. And I was just like, man, that's Samurai Jack. Yeah, so okay, so we continue now, and then he gets back to the top of the mountain, and he decides that he has to go on this spiritual acid trip. That's the only way I can, like, I have never done acid in my life, and nor do I intend to, but I'm just saying, that looked extremely visual and extremely trippy. Meanwhile, Ashi decides to get her Sparta on.
This is Sparta!
Yeah, there's an army approaching the mountain, and she just decides to go ape. And does she really go ape, bruh? Yo, I was literally expecting like some slow, yo, she messes these dudes up bad. And that army was huge. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of like old school Samurai Jack, where they just be like an army of robots, and Jack is just there with the sword. Except she didn't have no sword. I was like, what? She had nothing. She literally had herself. She had nothing. Just herself. She had herself. Like, damn. On another note, though, that army sucked. Like, come on, there's so many of you, and she whooped you all. Like, all. Yo, I couldn't get over, like, it was crazy. She was all over the place. She was breaking spears, and she was throwing spears into dudes, and she was kick. At one point, she literally became like a freight train. At the beginning of the fight, she became a freight train. She was like, ooh, pain train in the house. She's mowing dudes down with another dude. And I was just like, what in the hell? Yo. She is mowing dudes down and stuff. Like, I was like, wow. It was one of my favorite fight scenes in Samurai Jack, period. Like, yo, Ashi did her thing. Yeah. Damn. No, Ashi, like, Samurai Jack, Samurai homie. That's wifey material right there. Any girl that is ride or die for you like that, where she's willing to fight an army, bruh, just to keep you alive. She's willing to fight off an army alone with her green plant. She didn't even have armor, bruh, like, alone. Bro, that's wifey. You wife that girl. Wife that girl, or I'ma smack you in your non-existent face. Wife that girl, bro. Wife that girl. And all the while she was fighting, right? Samurai Jack is making tea. Like, he's in this spiritual world. He's pulling a Doctor Strange on us. He's in the other world or something. And he's making tea, right? And the whole time he's making tea, I'm just like, Samurai Jack, I know there's like a deep lesson for you to learn here, bro, but Ashi over there by herself fighting an entire army, you might want to hurry it up. Like, come on. Like, he's like, literally the whole sequence is him. He's like opening up the thing, and then he's putting the thing across the thing, and then he's boiling the tea, and then he's using and cleaning the spoon, and then I'm like, Ashi could die. Ashi could die. I'm very surprised she didn't though. But it just means he's a monster. Woman is a monster. Yo. And did you check that actually, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this quickly. Did you check that when the army was still approaching and Ashi was like standing on the mountain? Like, so she looked like she was bored, didn't have nothing to do. She's like, okay, I'm gonna sit around. He's like, army? And you check that, iconic. Apparently now Ashi has her own grin. And the grin, I cannot. She has her own, like, frown, the look of seriousness. She's got her own look of, like, yo, I lost my mind. I was like, what? No, samurai, Ashi. Yeah, man. So she messes him up bad. I know I've been talking about that scene so long, but it was one of my favorite scenes of the episode, and one of my favorite scenes in Samurai Jack of all time. Like really. And then after that, right? Guess what happens after she's all sparked out and tired and stuff? Her mama comes into the forte. Oh man, you should have seen the arrow, because now she saw someone there, and then she's still hauling. I was like, yo, what kind of training was this? I was like, yo, this woman is no, it's official. She's on par. Like, I think the only thing Jack has over her right now is battle experience. Really, like, I think physically they're on the same level. You can't even contest that, because how do you fight an army and then still have enough energy to pull off a maneuver that she did to block an arrow? An arrow. She caught an arrow in mid-air. I'm like, no, okay, no. The only thing that Jack has over her is it's just experience. That's all it is. It's just experience. Yo, if she caught the arrow in mid-air, bro, she pulled like, caught it in mid-air, bro, while diving down. Like, yo, she was just a beast in this episode, dude. Because it was just a hail of arrows at some stage. What does Ashi do? Ashi said, oh, no, you didn't. She picks up a freaking slab and, like, hauls it off and blocks all the arrows and then chucks it aside. And I was just like, damn. And then her mama steps out of the fold and she's like, I knew you would betray us. And then after that, I was like, hell. We gonna do this now.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Ashi had her Luke. Ashi had a I'm your father kind of moment. Except she didn't turn good in the end. No, she didn't. Anyway, so yeah, we get into this fight, and I liked the fight so much because it was even more than just the visuals. It was now Ashi really, literally, like, fighting her demons off and all of that stuff. And then in the middle of the fight, they get to this point where she's like, you assist, he killed your sisters and you let him live. And then he's like, no, you killed him. You made us, yeah, but I was kind of like, yeah, when you dip your children in lava, and tell them every day that their mission is to kill somebody who is very skilled and very powerful, and then also you base their failure or success on their ability to do that. And after you've done that, you continuously abuse them until they are tough enough to do anything. And then you send them out there and they die. That's on you. I feel like that's bad parenting right there. That's just somebody should have called, somebody should have called child services on that crazy woman. Somebody should have said something. There should have been like a talk show. We should have had some civil rights groups. Like, I feel like that. I feel like that. Hell, even in the SPCA, because even dogs don't get beaten like they were getting beaten. Like, god damn. And when Ashi threw that arrow, I was just like, boss. No. Wash my hands. I have washed. She the boss. Like, Samurai Jack, I'm telling you right now, when a girl fights an army for you and kills her mama to save you, you wife that woman. Dude, this is such a feat of note. Like, Comic Vine, y'all better put Ashi on the map right there. That's a feat of note. Come on, think about it. You fight an army, then you fight a trained martial artist, and you win? What? No. Mic drop. That's when you be like, anybody come like, no, he fought like 50 guys and he punched them all in the throat and he tossed them all aside and it was an amazing feat. No, you can't be like, no, my girl Ashi, she fought off an army and then went to go fight off a trained martial artist who's had years of experience on her, who is fresh, and she won. And then you just be like, boom. Yeah, okay, let me get back to this. Yeah, so then we get back to Jack, and apparently he finished making his tea, and the old dude that's looking at him when he made the tea for him is just like, this tea is terrible. I'm like, bruh, he spent like 2 hours and risked his potential wifey material to make you that tea. What you talking about is terrible. And he's like, no, it has all the necessary ingredients, but it lacks balance. And then he's like, oh, okay, so you're not the, so he's like, what's this? Okay, so you're not the, so he's like, well, I don't know, I'm losing myself. Anyway, yeah, so then the guy's just like, yeah, no, it lacks balance, and then after that he's like, so that's why your path to the sword is murky or whatever, or is clouded and stuff. And then after that he's like, you need to show me. He's like, I cannot show you the path to the sword. And after that, then there's, what is with Jackie and the creepy faces?
Here's Jackie.
This Jack is kind of voicing what I feel like is very fair. What I feel like is very, 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 very fair. Like, I feel like it's a very fair representation of how Jack was supposed to be. Like, you have to be like a Zen monk with 30 years of training. Well, I gotta think about it. Anyway, getting back to it now, yeah. So that's what Jack does then. He says he lets go of the anger and all the frustration and all the loss and all of that stuff, because that's what was clouding him from the sword in the first place. Yeah, so he says now, it's this, he's like, what's this, I've been keeping you alive and all of that stuff. And I thought about it, it's like, yeah, and unless Jack was pissed off enough not to live, he would have committed suicide a while ago. Anyway, so yeah, Jack lets go of it, he opens his eyes, and then then all of the stuff, like, yeah, you see all of that stuff, you see like he pulls like a eye laser or whatever, and he blows away all of the anger, the hatred, and all of that stuff. It reminded me of that episode where he was fighting Mad Jack. You guys remember that? Mad Jack? Yeah, this Jack? Mad Jack? Yeah, that Jack. Yeah, it reminded me of that episode. And yeah, that's what I thought, that was really cool. I did really like that. And then we get to see the three deity beings that made the sword in the first place. Yeah, so it was Odin, it was Ra, and I don't know the Indian god dude. You're gonna have to forgive me on that one. I didn't know who was that. But anyway, yeah, apparently he had been chosen to, like his dad before him. And I lost my mind. I tripped out because I was like, whoa, wait a second. All right, Samurai Jack inherited the sword. He inherited the sword. It was never forged by him. He could use it because he was pure of heart and all of that stuff. But it was never really. It was really like an inheritance, like a passed on from his dad or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And they gave him, and I was just like, ah. So now they chose him, and because also, he was looking like his dad. Remember, his dad was looking like this. I was like, the paradigm shifting in the no. And then the moment of truth, the moment we've all been waiting for. The sword comes out, he picks it up, and then he gets a costume change. And what does he change to? Whatcha? Na 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 na. Back to the past, Samurai Jack. Back to the past, Samurai Jack. That is right, we have got Samurai Jack back in his old gi. They had a really cute moment afterwards. She was like, "Oh, so you got a shave and you got a haircut," and he's like, "Yes, and you've been busy." And I'm just like, she's saying something, Jack. She noticing features. Yeah, so we get the classic. We got the classic suit back and all of that stuff. And what did she say? She's like, "What next?" And he's like, "Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man, it's all coming to a head now. It's all coming to a head. So now that means that is it gonna be like a 3-part war? Is that what you guys is that what you're gonna do, Kennedy? Is that what you're gonna give us? Is that what you're gonna do to us, Kennedy? Are you gonna give us like a 3-part war? Is that what you're gonna do? So it's like part 1, part 2, part 3. Is that what you're gonna do, Kennedy? Is that what you're gonna do to us? Cause dude, you've been killing us ever since this thing began, man. Yo, yeah, man. So yeah, I suspect that that's what's gonna happen. I suspect that that's what's gonna happen. I do suspect. Yeah, but I don't have any criticisms of this episode. Well, I have no criticisms of any episode. Samurai Jack is just awesome. Okay, this is awesome. Like, I just enjoy awesomeness. I don't like. I can be hypercritical. I can be, but I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be. I don't like, and I can't really think of one genuine criticism. The only thing is that I thought he was gonna get armor like his daddy, but I mean, then again, I'm just like, it's the gi, and it's the haircut. That's what we fell in love with. It's just awesome. I can't hate on it. I can't do it. I love that gi too much. That gi has seen me through some times. You know what I'm saying, man? So now it's just the gathering of the armies, and we gotta go fetch the Scotsman, and yeah, I feel like it's a 3-part war. I feel like 3-part war is coming right now. 8, 9, 10 is gonna be the 3-part war where they're gonna end Aku, and I don't think Jack is going back. I don't think Jack is going back. I mean, Aku said he destroyed all the portals, right? 1. And 2, I think, is the wife material, hey, bro, hey. And I also think that it would be a more appropriate way to end the series, because I think now if they have to take him back in time, then he's got to go back to that moment. Then they got to have the fight all over again, and after having that fight all over again, then they've got to have Jack finally stab Aku or whatever. I don't know. Would it be better? If he went back to the past? Okay, in my opinion, I'd be fine either way, but I think that it would be more of a profound story. Because then it'd be like the lesson of you can't change the past, because the past is the past, but you can save the future. And then he saves the future, and then he becomes like the Denzian of the like, not ruler of the future, but like protector of the future or whatever, and he gets all the world's governments together. Who's gonna mess with Jack? If he takes out Aku, everyone has to listen to Jack. Everyone. Who is gonna say, no, Jack, I think you're wrong. I think you're full of BS. I'm coming to take you down. Who? Not me. Yeah, so Jack, ruler of the world. I think that would be appropriate. Imagine emperor of the world. His dad owned a country, now he owns the whole planet. And he's like, all prosperous and good and stuff. People are going to still be trying to kick up some stuff. They're going to do it. But, Jack will be able to say, sit down, fool. Do you know who killed Aku? And I've been fighting him for years. You nothing. You get eye lasers? Nigga, please. Yeah, anyway. So, yes. Episode for me, 10 out of 10. Loved it. Ashi is the OG. Ashi is the girl. Ashi is the waifu. Whatever you want to call her. That's what I'm calling Ashi right now. And, yeah, man. I'm loving this. I'm loving this so much. I'm just loving this so much. I'm literally just geeky-eyed at the screen. Like, I'm sitting there, like, my mama is wondering what's wrong with me. She's like, what you doing? And I'm just like, yeah, anyway. So if you liked this review of this episode, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will, if you didn't like it, that's your business. And I will see you all in another video, because Meister Man has got to be out. Alright, peace.
Gotta do that. Back to the past, samurai jack. Gotta do that. Back to the past, samurai jack.